What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode number 27 of the Ultimate FIFA series. We're still using this team, the 352 the 352 team for the new tournament that is around, where you have to have 11 different players from 11 different clubs and also have 4 different nationalities involved. And after posting this up as a video in the last episode and the episode before that, I do believe, you guys had recommended me a hell of a lot of changes, and after this game that I play here, where the guy's got a really weird team, he's got a centre back at right back and Hulk at left back. He's also got Mikeli as striker and the cam there. I don't know who he is, but he's playing him as a striker, and he's playing Mikeli at left mid. Sorry, and it's a very strange team, a very strange layout for him. So I didn't really look at this and think this could be a difficult game, simply because of his team. And it took me to the 57th or 58th minute before I finally got a goal here. Deflected off the keeper, went in the back of the net, went down as an own goal. And Andre Diaz there scoring, and that apparently was the only goal. Apparently it was an own goal, but that was the only goal. But yeah, I took on board some of the recommended changes that you guys told me about, and made some changes, but not until the end of this episode. So stick around to see that. But we're going to talk about today the Champions League again. As you can see, I dominated that game. But before we get into the Champions League, I want to show you what happens to me all the time. So I'm in the final of this tournament now. Records 44, 2 and 7, as you can see in the top right hand corner. And as I go for searching for a new game, it basically tells me that it can't find a new game. But before we go into that section, let's just show you that applying a few contracts to Wellington and Lucas Leiva as well in the CDM position. And yeah, so I'm going into a new game and applied a contract to the manager there, searching for opponent, and it tells me that I've been kicked off of the EA servers, which is nothing new. You know, we get this a lot. We get kicked off the EA servers a lot. Myself, you guys as well. I know you do. And it's really annoying. And I came back, and as you see, I went to log out actually, because when I can't find a game, if I log out and log back in, usually it lets me find a game quick. But it kicks me off the EA servers. And then we come back in, and the record's still 44, 2 and 7, but I'm no longer in the final of this cup. So I'm now 3 games in, 3 wins into this Club International Cup, yet I am not in any round. I have to start again. So talking about the Champions League, guys, last night a bit of a surprise for me was that Barcelona absolutely destroyed AC Milan 4-0. I did not expect that at all. I expected AC Milan to be very strong defensively. I expected them to put up a good fight, but it only took 5 minutes before Messi scored. And at that point, Barca were in the driving seat. And you know what's funny? At 3-0 for Barca in like the 90th minute, AC Milan had a free kick about 45 yards out, and I thought they should just settle down, pile everyone forward, pile everyone into the box, and give themselves an opportunity of scoring. But instead, Robinho, I do believe it was Robinho anyway, tried to take a quick free kick, got intercepted by Barca. They broke. You know, Jordi Alba was there, ended up scoring the 4th goal, made it 4-0, and things could have been so much different, because at 3-1, AC Milan are going through. So I was really surprised with that. And of course Galatasaray also won 3-2. They were drawing 2-2, which would have sent them through on away goals anyway, but they did nick one in the 95th minute, I do believe, to make it 3-2 to Galatasaray. So they went through 4-3 on aggregate. So we've got now into the quarterfinals: Galatasaray, Juventus, PSG, Dortmund, Real Madrid and Barcelona. And we've got 2 more games today. So we're going to briefly talk about the Porto and Malaga game. Porto go in with a 1-0 lead. Malaga are a really strong team this year, but Porto as well. I think they've only lost 1 game in their division and drawn 1, and have won the rest, and they're up there with Benfica fighting for the title, and it's very, very close. And Porto have obviously got a very, very strong squad. They've got a lot of really good players, and they go in, you know, with that 1-0 lead and one away goal. So a draw is good enough for Porto, but I can see them going on and winning the game simply because they're at home and they picked up a win away from home anyway. So I'm gonna my bet is that Porto will go through. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 for Porto win, maybe 3-1. And the last game that is left in this contest, in this tie, in this round, is Arsenal v Bayern Munich. Now Bayern destroyed Arsenal in the first leg, 3-1. Could have been a few more goals for Bayern, could have been a few more goals for Arsenal. Arsenal were very, very bad with taking their chances. And yeah, 3-1. We've got to go out into Germany and try and first of all score 3 goals, which is going to be really tough because we need to make those away goals back. So Arsenal are going to have to go out all-out attack. And quite often when we're faced with these problems, as you can see here, I put Company and Sandro into the team, and took out Vertonghen and Lucas Leiva. But yeah, quite often when Arsenal are faced with this kind of adversity is when they step up and come forward and decide that, hey, this is where we turn our season around. But quite often at the same time, this is where Arsenal fall apart, and we'll go and we'll end up getting dicked 4 or 5-0, and you know, it just to have that typical Arsenal nonsense. But hopefully it's going to be an interesting game. I can't wait to settle down and watch it. I wish I was going. Unfortunately, I couldn't get tickets for the game tonight. And it's going to be a really interesting game. It'll be interesting to see what the team sheet is, but I want you guys to put in the comment section what you think that the full-time score between Arsenal and Bayern will be after this game. I'm going to go for a 3-0 for Arsenal, simply because I'm a biased Arsenal fan. If I take my biased Arsenal fan cap off, probably looking at 2 or 3-1 again to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have got a much better squad than Arsenal, so you're probably looking at 2-1 or 3-1 to Bayern. But because Arsenal have got to go out there and they've got to attack and they've got to score goals, I'm going to hope that they can nick an early goal, just like Barca did, and then push on to score a couple more and go through and take a nice 3-0 lead in this leg. But we will see. They're my thoughts. So I'm going to go for either a 3-0 Arsenal win or a 3-1 Bayern win. I do believe Arsenal are going to score at least 1 goal though, so it could be an interesting game. Hopefully Arsenal don't collapse really early on, because that will be just the worst. Because you know what Arsenal fans are like: if the team, you know, concedes a goal, they end up getting on the backs. And if we especially concede 1 goal, not that it will make any difference, we would still only need to score 3. Our fans are just horrible, and they would be on the team's back, and then the team, you know, they'll collapse, and the fans will probably be gone home by half time. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Is it in Germany? It is in Germany. I knew that was in Germany. I was even talking about how we lost in the first leg at home. Yeah. Well, our fans will be shit even in Germany. So, but at least they can't really leave to go home. They might as well stay. But yeah, so this is going to be a really tough game. Thanks for correcting me there. Although, how much did I talk about it being at Emirates? No, it's because I couldn't get tickets for the first game. I couldn't get tickets for this game anyway, not that I tried. But anyway, so, moving swiftly on, this is the end of the episode now though, guys. So if you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will have a Ruiner Randomer out for you either later on today or tomorrow. I've definitely got it coming in one of these 2 days. It just depends how the other games fall. But thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.